Hey everybody, Mountain Grandma here. Your herbal path starts here with all of these books or books like them. I'm going to share with you my favorites as part of the My Home Apothecary collaboration. So let's go ahead and get started. So 2 books I would suggest any herbalist, whether new or experienced, to have is something like a PDR. This is a professional desk reference for herbal medicines, and also an herb contraindications and drug interaction book. These are super important. They have a wealth of information that you know is provided by a reputable source. So in my PDR here, I can see all kinds of pictures of the herbs. Okay, here's feverfew. A lot of people use this, and you can see it provides indications for use, and you can see the contraindication, which says not to be used during pregnancy or during breastfeeding, precautions and adverse reactions, and you'll see even it has herb to herb interactions listed here. So it's been known to cross-react with tansy, yarrow, marguerite, aster, sunflower, laurel, and liverwort. Post-feverfew syndrome has been reported in about 10% of migraine patients who abruptly stop taking feverfew. Rebound headaches, insomnia, muscle stiffness, joint pain, fatigue, nervousness, and tension have occurred. So you get that kind of information from these, and there's more information on gastrointestinal contraindications, and you'll see this for all of the herbs that are in here. And it helps you to decide, even figs. Remember, a lot of our foods are medicine. So I would say starting out, you need to recognize that also. So that's the PDR. This isn't the newest one. There's newer ones out there. It is an expensive book. I don't mind using the older one. But if I ever saw a good deal on a new one, I'd buy it. So keep an eye out for that. The herb contraindications and drug interactions is also helpful. And here we can see like drug interactions for ashwagandha. Looks like it may potentiate the effects of barbiturates due to its sedative properties. You can see Asian dandelion. There's a lot of great information in these. Astragalus, which is one that I like, and you can see drug interactions. So if this is especially helpful for anybody who has medications that they take or family that takes medications, you really want to make sure that you have this book at minimum. The next place I think someone should start, or if you already have herbal experience, definitely get experience in nutrition. And I love this book. This is one of my favorites. It's Healing with Whole Foods. It's super chunky, but I love it because it also, and one of the ways that I've been studying herbs is by taking some courses. And I've taken courses not just in Western herbal medicine, but also Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine. And in this book, it will show you about, excess and deficiency, for example, which is a term that we use in other herbal medicine realms. See here, signs of coldness, cold patterns, dealing with the interior and the exterior. These are all traditional Chinese medicine terms, deficiency and heat. And when you, at least, I love this book, and I would encourage everybody to, if you're studying herbs, try to get an understanding of the way that traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, the way that they approach herbalism and the patient, because they're looking at those, they're looking for patterns. So it's like a pattern diagnosis kind of thing. But you can see here's another, the spleen, pancreas, and harmony and disease. So traditional Chinese medicine, they tend to pair organs, and they refer to them as working together. And you can see this chapter is called Earth Element. because they also say that, you know, each of us might fit into different categories: earth element, metal element, water element, there's a fire element, but you get my drift. And each person who might fit into those has a different, maybe they have different challenges typically, which helps you to guide you on understanding and treating somebody with herbs. Get these books. It'll help you. The other piece is, you know, recognize the value of your foods. Food is medicine, and that's healing with whole foods. So much information in this book. If I had to grab a book and go, or I could say this, when we moved, I didn't want this one in the box with a lot of my herbal books. I wanted to be able to get to it because I use it that much. So this is one of my favorites. And this is, oh my goodness, this 10 essential herbs. When you're talking about the power of food, remember what's your foods, like your cayenne, cloves, garlic, ginger, onion, peppermint. Kind of picking over some of the other ones here, but this book is awesome because in each one of these, look at this. This is for garlic. I'll see if I can get this to focus for you guys. Woo. So you can see all the things that it helps with. It's awesome, and it shows you applications and methods, and then it talks about it. Animal bites, antibiotics, antispasmodic, and so on and so forth. And it does this, and this is where I got the onion honey, because I know a lot of people do the garlic honey, but the cough syrup for onion honey, I pulled it from this book, and I just love this. Onion is a poultice, so it shows you about tells you about making poultices. So much information on 10 essential herbs, which again, if you're gonna start, you wanna start with herbs, like a small number of herbs that you wanna start off with. And here's another one, Unleash the Inner Healing Power of Foods. I'm probably gonna give this one away. It's a lot of duplicate information from other places and other things that I have, but these are great. So this one's gonna be one of the giveaway ones. Okay, a couple more. If you're looking into basically just getting healthier, don't discount the value in, like, you know, information on vinegar, the power of fasting. Man, this would be a couple more giveaway books. And also this Botany in a Day, recognizing the relationship in plant families will help you if you're ever at a state where you're foraging. Now I have a lot of foraging books too, but I didn't want to carry all my books out here, but you get it. I've got like, you know, mushrooms from Missouri, and I had like herbs of the West because I lived in Arizona. So great foraging books, because the next thing you want to really know when you start thinking, where am I going to start? Start with what's in your kitchen and what's in your backyard, because those things you'll have access to. All right, so one of my all-time favorite herbalists is Michael Tiara. And anyway, some of these books are from them, and I love it because you'll see here, Western formulas. Can you see that? Western formulas, Chinese formulas. Oops. Let me see. Ayurvedic formulas. So Western herbalism has been around not nearly as well. We have. So, but let me. It's not been around as nearly as long as, you know, traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicine. I mean, those things just, wow, those people studied, and it just goes back so far. Western herbalism, as we look at it, is relatively, newer than that. But I will share, don't forget about the value in all of our Native American people here. It's just awesome. See here, horseradish. Can you all see that? So those types of herbal remedies and herbal uses and things are so valuable. But I love this book for that reason. And I have a couple others by Michael Tiara. So this is The Way of Chinese Herbs, The Way of Ayurvedic Herbs, and The Way of Herbs. So I kind of have that whole set. And then here's one by his wife, Leslie Tiara, Healing with the Herbs of Life. You can see this book has been pretty well worn from me with all kinds of things. One thing that would be helpful that traditional Chinese medicine follows is understanding how to diagnose, do tongue diagnosis and pulse diagnosis. And this kind of stems on that. Your face never lies. I talked about this one on my live that I did the other day, but this one too, like understanding those things. I love this little book because it's just so brief and small. It was written by Christopher Hobbs. He's another great herbalist, and all kinds of just liver cleansing formulas, brain and memory formulas, just all kinds of stuff. I mean, and I have done some of these formulas. Sometimes I just take the information he shares and you tweak it and you make it your own. All right, here's another one of my favorites, and I just love this book because of the variety of information that's in here. I like the explanation that it gives for things, and you've got to find your own and find what works for you. Another book that's a favorite and well worn is the Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook. You've seen some of my videos of making salves. You've seen my videos of, like, you know, sharing tinctures. This is where I'm pulling those recipes from. Look at here, blackberry, which is, this is interesting because we were just talking about what could you use if you were having like excessive fluid loss from diarrhea or something like that. And blackberry was a treatment, is a treatment that can be used. If medical intervention's not available, it may save lives. Like, that's a pretty strong statement, but it has all the information on the herbs. And then for anybody who isn't aware of some of the words that have been shared during some of our videos, you can see anticatarrhal, antidepressant, antiemetic. It helps you to understand what these all mean. This is a great book, and I would suggest anybody to get this book too. Right, here's another giveaway book, and I just bought this to give it away, and then of course I looked at it and now I want one, so I think I might have to get myself one. This is a really good book. Here's some information on cleavers. Very cool. Energetics, that's what we're talking about. Knowing your energetics, cooling and drying, understanding and knowing your properties. But this is a great book, and this one could be yours if you show up to the giveaway live. And here's another healing foods book. This is a great one to have. Just anything on healing foods. You need to understand the impact that your food is having on your health. And then food prescriptions for specific diseases. So this is a great book. And then I have this Natural Physicians Healing Therapies because I wanted to gain an understanding of naturopaths and what do they do? How do they look at things? They will consider supplements. You can see zinc, so they have a whole chapter on zinc. And we do take supplements. I think supplements can be really helpful. You know, it's the little plastic supplement thingies that they go in that I get uncomfortable with if I'm taking a lot of supplements. Sulfur. So kind of interesting stuff from a different perspective, but your herbalist path starts with learning, and it starts with textbooks, not just videos, not just watching my video or anybody else's. It starts with textbooks. Look for the names that are presented to you of people that would be good candidates to reach out and learn more about. Look for the opportunities for coursework to be completed, and you'll be on your medicine maker's journey before you know it. So that's my video for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing these books. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And don't forget to watch the playlist, and make sure you leave a comment on everybody's videos. The giveaway will be on September 8th. Details of that are in my description box down below. Thanks so much for watching, and until I see y'all next time, remember everybody, keep your joy, folks.